So, when you feel alone, you feel isolated, particularly all of those folks that are PhD students, professors doing research. The fact is when you feel that way, you often are not. It's kind of this feeling that you get where you're just toiling away. There's nobody else around. And I get that like this all the time. This is kind of a troubling part of doing research is the isolation that you actually feel. The way that you actually accomplish things in the research game is you need a quiet place. You need solitude. You need to be working by yourself. And the problem is that it makes you feel isolated. It makes you feel alone. It makes you feel like there's nobody else that are experiencing the same things that you're experiencing. The irony is that everybody else feels the same way. I've almost always understood that I'm not alone, and yet it always feels like that. When I'm doing anything within the research game, I feel anxiety, I feel stress, I feel like I'm not good enough, right? We're all striving towards a sort of weird, unusual goal that nobody can really tell us what this particular goal is, whether it's to get tenure, whether it's to get your job, first job, whether it is become renowned so-and-so, all of that kind of stuff. We're all grappling towards it, and we're all trying to get there. And the absolute irony is everybody feels alone. Everybody feels lost. And you realize that you're not alone in many different ways, but boy, do you ever feel like it. Boy, do you feel isolated. I want you to know, if you're watching this at this moment, and this is part of the reason why I'm so enamored with YouTube or social media and all that kind of stuff, is that it has this uncanny ability to find people that need something like this, that need to hear somebody tell them that you are absolutely normal, you're functioning the way that you should function. The research game, how research is done, is in fact probably not good for anybody. In fact, I think it's silly, to be honest. Everything about it is silly in terms of how it's structured, in how humans actually behave and what we actually do, and the competitive nature of it, and the striving to show to other people that you're somehow better than everybody else. The isolation, all aspects of it are just completely silly. If you were to stop down, if I was to prescribe this from a management business lecture based on everything that I know from psychology and sociology, organizational behavior, all this kind of, like everything, I would say that this is a dysfunctional setup. So I want to let you know that that is what we're working with. And all of the things that you're going through are absolutely real. And all of the things don't make it better, but I want to normalize it. I want you to know, and this is why I am being open on YouTube and everywhere else. I want to normalize it. I want you to feel like, hey, I'm actually pretty darn good. I am a pretty remarkable person, but it's often the system that is dysfunctional and doesn't allow me to be me. It doesn't allow me to be the person that I want to be. And I know some of you are probably thinking that this is kind of a cop-out, right? Like, hey, who is this person sort of blaming the environment? Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a scenario, but I know deep down inside that many of us feel this way. And many of us are really struggling with it. And I just want you to know, if you are you going through on any of this kind of stuff, and if you watch this at 2:00 in the morning or whatever, I just want you to know that you're normal and you're functioning the way that you should be functioning. And you just have to get up and get going, right? I think that's the ultimate message with any of this, is realize that all of it is dysfunctional. But we have to make the life that we actually want. And if we were to let these systems sort of push us around, then we would become dysfunctional. But if we were to sit back and say, what do I want out of life? Who do I want to be? What kind of character do I want to be? I want to live like that. I want to be that kind of person, whatever that is. So make time for exercise, make time for family, make time for anything that you need in your life. All of that stuff is completely normal and completely functional, and something that I would be teaching about. It's ironic, the number of management professors that I talk to that don't practice what we preach. And we need to start doing that. I think we need to start taking a step back and realizing that we're okay and we can choose to live the life that we want to choose. We just have to choose it and not let the system dictate where we're going to be and what we're going to do. And hopefully, this is why I love YouTube and social media, is hopefully that this is going to reach you. And this is going to get you to reconsider that you don't have to be alone. You can find different resources that are available, including this YouTube channel and everything else. But you can just keep walking forward and being a confident person, knowing that you're okay. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day.